Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me, guys? I'm having... Oh, apparently you can. Apparently I can hear me too. Can you hear me? You can hear me, Lottie. Hello, darling. Hello, Gail. Hello, Teresa, Letitia, Linda, Vicky, Susan, Curly Sue, Seri Seiko Beach. Are we all good? Yeah, Waco. Hiya, Heidi. You're off to work in 5 minutes. Bless you, man. Have a good shift. Hello, Luna's mum, Gail. Nice and clear. That's good. Hello, Happy Kath, CA, Rhiannon. Are you all good? Good morning. Good morning, Florence. What's Mr. Wotton saying? Define good. Well, it's a state of being alive and not having too much difficulty, I think. Hiya, ML, darling. How are you doing? Hello, Melinda from Kentucky. How are you doing, love? Susan, multiple Susan. All good, starving though on my liquid diet. Hiya, Natalie. Liquid diet, eh? Liquid diet? That's a lot. Hey, Amanda. Wonky Wen, how are you doing? Mickey Tinker's here, is she? Hello, Mickey. If you hear any banging noises in the background, Mr. Northey has decided to do some DIY. Because today's complicated enough, you know. Let's do some DIY tonight. No, it has to be done. So, there's a lot going on in the world, isn't there not? What's the crown for? It's something YouTube have rolled out my way. I don't know anything. Oh, no. Sari's asking. Hey, Angel. Oh, Lord, is he safe? You might hear some banging and some screaming noises. Hey, Anne. Hey, Catherine. So, right, okay. So, Sari's saying that there's a rumour that Tom Bauer has a recording of Megzy talking about surrogates to someone. Now, ooh, that could be quite juicy, couldn't it? That could be very juicy. The energy, Iris, today is crazy. It's just really wonky. I do a whole full moon healing class, and today we were doing it, and a few of the ladies who were in the class were in chat, and basically like nothing worked. Nothing worked for 10 minutes. Hello, Claire. Hello, Angela from Las Vegas. Also, Megsy's thinking of doing going into hospitality.
She did that already on the yacht. She did that already on the yacht.
And Mr. Northey's just said she's already done hospitality on the yacht, so you know it's nothing new. Are you all right?
Yeah. I just need a new back.
Okay. He's broken. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Sharon Dove. How is everyone coming in? Is there nothing she won't markle? Everything. Everything is going to get markled. Now, before we begin, before we bring on the sass, Mr. Northey just said what you were thinking. There you go, Claire. There you go. I've got the beautiful people at Otter Spirit who do AA grade crystal jewelry. So I'm having a day. So I've got everything on. I have got this abundance bracelet kind of thing, but I really resonate with green for Archangel Raphael. And Mr. Northey has got his on as well. That's Mr. Northey, just in case anyone thought he's a figment of my imagination. Can you?
Where would you like me to show it?
He's wearing part of the Libra because he's a Libra. So he's been wearing it, and we've had a bit of a stressful time lately, and I really think these have actually helped. Yeah, definitely. So check out Otter Spirit. I'm going to charge mine up tonight. I'm going to give them a good clean. And Under the Moonlight. Mr. Northy got the Libra bundle. I think I've got the Aquarius bundle as well for me, and I've also got this as well. So they are very good. So please check them out. They're at otterspirit.com. If you want to use Northy's Tarot 20, you get I think it's a 20% discount. I think I get a little bit of a kickback, but I am more just pleased to share these guys with you because the people who run Otter Spirit are absolutely lovely. They've been lovely with me, even though I've been ill and been a bit out of sorts lately. But they have been so good and so supportive. They're really nice. So please go check out otterspirit.com, and they put a portion of their money to otter conservation, and otters are cute. They're located in the USA, but they ship everywhere, and it's really like it's really kind of good. You all right, Sari? You okay? All right, Heidi, have a good time at work, love. Let us begin. So we've got Tom Bauer. We've got Megsy's surrogacy stuff. We've got we've got the what do you call it? The hotelier, Megsy the hotelier, hospitality. The crown-like icons is next to usernames. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Mickey Tinker. I really didn't know that. Hi, Kay. Hi, Sangeeta. Hey, Tracy. Okay. Where do we want to start? Where do we want to go? Yo, Karen. Do you want to start with Tom Bauer? Sari's question about Tom Bauer. You just Googled it. Hiya, just a Jen. Dan Wotton said MM refused to have anything with Archie on American Airlines to South Africa. Tom Bauer. Oh, Mr. Bauer. Now, he's a Gemini. Like, I'm telling you, the Markles don't do well with their signs. Geminis, Aquarians, Librans, they just don't. The only Libran I think who is near them is Gavin Newsom. So they went to the LA Fire thing. They went to do the support for the LA Fires with Gavin Newsom type thing. And that ended in a massive kickback. And Gavin Newsom's an air sign. Megsy went on the Oprah show. Oprah, much to my chagrin, is an Aquarian. And that interview really made them look. That was really the tipping point of people going grifters. And then she went on the Ellen show and did this whole hunching down thing and sucking on a baby bottle and humiliated herself. Ellen's also, much to my chagrin, an Aquarian. So every time they come near somebody who's an air sign, they just don't do well. No. They just don't do well. So that is my hypothesis on it. Speaking of star signs, I just want to say, like, I don't know. Newsom is a Libra and Trump is a Gemini, and they're going to go at it over this. What's happening in California at the minute? They really are going to go at it with each other. Like, this could be like a whole thing. Tom Bauer is a Libra. I think he's a Gemini. He's a Gemini. He's a Gemini or a Libra. He's definitely an air sign though. I was stationed at Camp Pendleton when Marines sent. It was unreal. Wow. we've got it's the summer. We've got riots over here too as well. I forget where. There's some riots somewhere in the UK at the minute. There's one in Northern Ireland and there's one in England, and I forget which cities they are, but I think it's Ballymena in Northern Ireland. There's some rioting about something, and there's some more rioting somewhere else about something else. So yeah, there's lots going on. It's the summer. People go out and instead of going for a barbecue or to the bar, they're just like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get offended at this and this, and I'm going to riot. There's ways of protesting without burning the place to the ground, you know. I like to see if the riots are related. Ballymena was on the news second night of rioting expected. Bless them. That's quite in the far north of Northern Ireland, isn't it? It's more in the north section. She's going to do something with the riots. Personally, I get a vibe that there are agitators and NGOs and things like that will be involved with some of the upset, because there always is. There's always stuff like that goes on for anything, for absolutely anything and everything. If there's a riot or there's stuff, there's somebody with an agenda pushing some of them, and there's also a lot of useful idiots. So at the end of the day, yeah, I know. Megzi on record for saying yeah, that dude, Waco, that dude. Megzi and Tom Bauer. Does she know about this story? Is she bothered? King of Pentacles is in reverse. Interestingly enough, I think she's going to blame it when the surrogacy, and if the surrogacy does come out, whose fault is it going to be? It's going to be Harry's. I have had this impression for a while that if the surrogacy comes out, she is going to say Harry made her have a surrogacy because of something either to do with her health or keep her figure for him. Either way she wants to paint him, she's going to say this or that, right? So if it ever comes out, her default is Harry. She's going to blame Harry. So she blames Harry for the surrogacy becoming obvious, if you know what I mean, which is interesting because usually she goes straight to blaming William. The Two of Wands is in reverse again and again. Like I say, that so many doors have been shut on these two. It's absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. The Two of Cups is in reverse. Hey, man. And Temperance is in reverse. She doesn't want it coming out. She really doesn't want it coming out. She can't get the mix right. Something was created, guys. It wasn't created naturally. It was forced through. We know what that means, don't we? She is going to, when it comes to people who are critical of her, she's going to have this tactic, right? She's going to turn around and say that this is the way society is, and it's a reflection, your gossip and your stories of my behavior, it was a reflection on your society rather than me. The Two of Cups in reverse. So she's going to try and mirror something back to us. I really do not feel like that is like a healthy thing to do, because that's just going to antagonize people. It's a bit like when Harry said unconscious bias. She's been stressed about it. we've got seclusion, but remember the Four of Swords for me as a reader, it not only means truce and time out and all that, but for me as a reader, it means inheritance, legacy, and remembrance. Now, when we're talking about the moon bump and we're talking about this, and this comes up, the big factor with the Markle's children is, of course, the line of succession. Now, if they're not born of body, meaning Meghan hasn't popped them out herself, unboxed the Cabbage Patch doll herself, then they won't be entitled to be in the line of succession. The fact that they're not working royals, to me, as a Brit, as a British person, the fact that they are non-working royals, I don't think they should be in the line of succession at all. Because they've left. And that's the same for Andrew, and that's the same for anything like that. If they're not a working royal, then they should automatically come out the line of succession. But the king isn't doing that. So the born of body stuff is going to be a massive red flag. That could potentially cause a constitutional crisis. With regarding how much Meghan has lied and Harry has lied, and how they've interacted and kind of smooched and mooched around the world, and nobody's really stopped them. Yeah. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the outside of the wealthy, protected family. I don't think she's got too many grand friends in Hollywood. I really don't think she has too many. She's outside of it. Purposefully, she likes to remind everybody she's outside of it. Now, here we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is in reverse. Right, this is interesting. We're talking about surrogacy. Mr. Markle Sr. is, I believe he's a water sign. I think he's a Cancerian. I'm not sure. I can't recall. That could be him. The Queen of Swords surrounding her is the strategist. Is a strategy energy. It could be her combative energy, but that Queen of Swords in reverse as well could be this air sign person, air sign woman. She gets completely and utterly up her nose and freaks her out. And there's something coming out, something with her father as well. Let me just check, because that could be William. It's her father. Now, that's interesting. There are going to be more. There's going to be some more revelations about the moon bump. The Overton window has shifted. The public's view has shifted, if you will. It's now common in the Daily Fail or in the Sun and a lot of stuff. And like people who don't follow Megxit or on X saying, like commenting, do you know, like that moon bump that looked like it had been made in Minecraft? That when she was doing that twerking thing, a lot of people are now commenting saying air sign woman could be Samantha. Samantha's a Sag. I'm sure Samantha's a Sagittarius. She's either a Scorpio or a Sag. I think. We need Jessica to talk. We need Rooney to talk. Yeah, we do. Is Jessica a Libra? Jessica's a Pisces. I looked it up, I remember, because she's a Pisces. Interestingly enough, the moon is in reverse, surrounding the King of Cups. The moon can relate to a Pisces, but there is some deceit here between Megxi and her father. Now, I'm not saying her father's complicit. I'm just saying what the cards say. I'm saying I think Senior knows something more potentially than he's letting on. About something. Samantha is a Saggy. Yeah, I thought that, CB. Hello, darling. What is Oprah? Oprah's an Aquarius, unfortunately. It could be Oprah. But I don't think it's Oprah. I think it's somebody who's really, well, because Megsy's got something like a like she's told people who she is, like who are after the wedding, you know. It's the people who are pre the wedding. So we're going back to her Suits days, back in time to her LA kind of social climbing days and yachting and Soho House before Harry. There's people there, I think, that will have the unwinding and bringing down of the Meghan. I mean, she's doing a fantastic job herself, but I believe there's more to it. Didn't the cleaner go into the bathroom to clean up and saw the moon bump on the floor? Can you imagine that at the end of the day, you know, when you come back and it's like, all right, put my PJs on, bra off, PJs on, moon bump off. I mean, what? We just wouldn't, would you? I think there's something. I think Tom Bower's got something, definitely. Let me have a look at Mr. Bower. Oh, Mr. Bower, what do you know? There's a difference between what he knows and what he can legally publish. I think he's known for a long time. I think he knows quite a lot of stuff. 90210, yeah. Woo! I was in 90210 and Horrible Bosses once. I was like, you know, the hot delivery girl or something. Yeah, I had one line. Can you sign for this? Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, Tom was. Can you remember I did that reading on the Ingrifftus when Tom turns up and they were really freaked out that Bower was there. Oh, the moon is in reverse. He knows. Oh, Tom knows. Tom's got the deets. Tell us, Tom. Oh, my goodness. He knows. He really knows. He really, really knows with that moon in reverse. Oh, he knows. And the Ace of Swords is crossing over. This is a new book. This is a new book or an article, but it's also potentially a contract. Now, that's a little bit telling. The Ace of Swords is all about a new contract, or it's about a new book or a written word project. This is very interesting to me because it's saying that there's a potential here that it might be, Tom might be locked up in legal stuff. Six of Swords journey. Okay. And there's Temperance in reverse. You guys, those Cabbage Patch dolls were lab grown. Oh my goodness. No shade. Absolutely no shade. You do you. Have a surrogate. All of that stuff. Yeah. IVF, everything. Adoption. Fantastic. Do what you need to do to get the family you want to get, to build the family you want to achieve. But this is the thing. This is the thing. Don't lie about it to the British institutions, the British state, the British people, the whole wide world, the American public. At least one president, Biden, she's probably lied to about it all. And all of it. She's lied. She's monetized it. And she's all because she's too vain to say, oh, we used a surrogate. Now, using a surrogate in the UK at the time, it's kind of its legality is a bit weird. You can't pay for it. People can do it, but you can't pay for it. And I believe that Megsy would have wanted a bespoke surrogate service. So she's probably done something a little bit untowards when it comes to surrogacy as well. That's the interesting thing. Because Megsy would not just want anyone off the street or anyone near. She would want somebody she can control, she can monetize, she knows is never going to speak out on it and cover for her. You have to adopt the surrogate child in the UK. That's wild. Seven of Pentacles. He's been waiting for this. He's been working on this for years. He's been picking away at this for years. Absolutely years. This man's been on this. Oh, he's gonna. They want him to walk away from this story. He's not going to walk away from this story. We've got the 8 of Pentacles there. We've got this Star as well. This information could produce a lot of healing for people, because I think we've all got this like post-traumatic beige disorder where we've been lied to that many times. We've been gaslit and told that this didn't happen and that didn't happen, when we've all got eyes, we all can see, and we're all allowed to ask questions. And we've had our voices minimized by Harry and his entourage saying, like, they're just trolls and they're all paid for by the British media and blah, 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 blah. And that is something. That is something. And I feel like this could actually turn things around and like vindicate a lot of people. The Star here as well. Megsy don't get on with Aquarius. Could be that air sign woman. It's going to cause him a headache eventually. All of this is going to cause him stress, but he is going to plow on with it. There may be some legal challenges for him. There may be some interesting things come sideways for him. Oh, thank you so much, Luna's mum. I appreciate that. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse there, though. That 5 of Pentacles to me. Harry and Meghan did it to themselves, and I feel like Tom Bower knows not only about the surrogacy, but there's more to it here, and he's wanting to lift the lid on it more. Definitely, he definitely knows someone. We've got the Moon in reverse in Megsy's cards and in Tom Bower's. We've also got Temperance in reverse in Megsy's and in Tom Bower's. So yeah. Thank you, Sari, darling. I'm going to see what Harry thinks of this rumour now, before we move on to the Chateau de Beige, the Hyatt Hotel. Megat, what would you call Meghan's hotel chain? What would you call it? Do you know? All right, Kerry, love. Frosty morning in Brisbane, eh? Bless you, man. No-tell hotel. Yeah. Free moon bump charging at front desk. I was wrong. A parent order is the primary way to transfer legal parenthood. The order is granted by a family court and requires surrogate's consent. So it's kind of adoption-y-ish. Rent a room, Chateau Winkles, Hotel Bays, Soho Mark II, DOS House chain, La Beige Le Markel. Or would it be a motel rented by the hour? Oh, okay. Let's see how Harry's getting on. What are you thinking about Tom Bower's imminent book, Harry? Oh, there we go. They really hate Tom Bower, you know. They really, really hate Tom Bower. Really hate him. I don't think Tom Bower's going to lose any sleep over that, and he shouldn't really. But boy, Tom Bower triggers the hell out of Harry. He wants to control the whole situation. He wants to attack the whole situation. He wants to burn it all down. He wants to manipulate and goad the situation. Oh, can somebody please check on the rescue chickens at Olive Garden Mansion for the next few days? It is full moon tonight. The mission is reverse. Check on Tom Bower. Make sure he's on his socials and stuff, because Harry's probably in the garden in his little tent or wherever he is with a little spliff, trying to conjure something directed at Bower. He wants to get Tom Bower off his case so much, but Bower ain't moving, because he is failing. I don't like the Magician in reverse and the Devil on the upright appearing up here. Harry's got some serious control issues. And there we have the Hermit in reverse as well. He doesn't like power because Tom Power makes him look stupid. I'm going to help Harry out here and let him know that it's not Tom Power that makes him look stupid. It's Harry who makes himself look stupid. And it always has been. What's underneath it all? Legacy. Four of Swords is in the upright. He is really raging. He does not want to be moved from the line of succession. He doesn't want his sprogs moved from the line of expression. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. There's the King of Swords in reverse. Oh, he really hates Tom Power. Oh, Tom Power is in Harry's cavernous head 24/7. Tom Power really hates him. We know Harry doesn't like Dan Wootton, you know. We know that. He mentioned that in Spare. But I think Tom Power's on a different level, a whole different level to Dan. I think Dan's working on getting to the same level. But to be honest with you, yeah. They're the Two of Cups again as well. They're going to say all of these surrogacy rumors and stuff. It's the internet is evil, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Six of Cups is in reverse. Lying about the children, lying about the childhood. The Hermit in reverse again. Queen of Cups is in reverse. Can we get an upright? And the Devil is upright again. Oh, I am so sorry, Tom. He really hates you. He hates you to the point of fear. Now, I've got two decks. I've got two Garbage Pail Kids decks mixed together for Harry, because usually we do long form readings and stuff. Oh, thank you, Leanne. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Thank you. If you grab a membership, thank you, guys. Thanks for joining. Bowen needs to be careful. Others have had visits. Yeah, Bowen needs to be really quite... I think he's going to be all right. One of the things that really drives Harry is how unlike... He doesn't like not being like his mother. Even though he only knows his mother through the lens of really the press and other people's accounts of his mother around him. He knew her as a child to a mother, but he didn't know the woman, if you will. He knew her as the matriarch, but he didn't know her. You know, like you get to know your parents more as you get older, you know? He's nothing like his mother. Ain't that the truth? The only thing I think Diana was clever in some ways, but academically she wasn't book smart, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But Harry had zero book smart. Zero. It's thanks to that hairball that a lot of Diana's shady past is now known. Yeah. Yeah, Diana's got a hell of a past. He must hate that Prince William looks so much like Diana. Yeah, he does. He looks nothing like Diana. He looks nothing like King Charles. He doesn't really look like James Hewitt, but he does look like the Earl of Pembroke. Thank you very much. And I'd just like to say, yeah, I noticed that ages ago. I was like, oh, and Diana used to knock around with the Earl of Pembroke. You know? There we go. How many have we got? All the devils up? Yeah. Harry is mad. He's going to try and destroy Bauer if he could do. He really, really would do. He really, 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 really would try and destroy Bauer. If he could so much destroy him. He's horrible. Has anyone noticed, did you know on South Park, when the Canadians just have like this line for a mouth? Look at Harry's lips. He doesn't have any lips. He's just got this line. It is like he's Terrence and Phillip from South Park. He doesn't have any lips. like he's like a tortoise or something. I was just like, what is wrong? He's got the, I'm not body shaming intentionally, but he's also got these two little lumps on his, what you call your frontal lobes, like on his forehead. So like either side of like your center of your forehead, he's got like these two little lumps, and every now and then I notice them, and it's just like his little horns trying to come through. All right, Martha, how are you doing, love? You noticed that too, lipless Harry. He's got no lips. I was like, how does he like? Like, I've never seen that before. No brain, no lips, no shoulder. What did Twerkle see in him? God, what did Twerkle see in the multimillionaire, in her mind, billionaire that was Prince Harry? I better girl. His devil's horns just trying to grow. Can't even grow my horns in, and my hair's falling out. Bless him. We are talking about Tom Bauer, but we are going to be moving on. Tom Bauer's got something. They're peeved. Harry's raging about it. Megsy's going to deflect. So say the cards. And there is someone, Mulrooney, whoever, we are summoning you. Spill the tea. I wouldn't blame Diana for dabbling with Pembroke. He was extremely handsome in his day. Mm. Mm-hmm. When Harry turns his nose down, he looks plain nasty. Oh, he's got a hell of a face, Rosie, isn't he? He's got a very bitter face. There was this photo of him, and you could see the resentment, and it was you could see he had a look of sheer contempt on his face, and he was at a function, and he was looking at the photography pool, and the look on his face is just sheer contempt. And that was from it. I'll find the picture. I sometimes use it in thumbnails and stuff, but it's a pre-Meghan picture. He's born with a chip on his shoulder, silver spoon in his mouth, and several chips on his shoulder, and nothing he can ever done right. He's got a face like a butker of smacked arses. He's got a face like he's got women. Yeah, H&M both have that snarl look. Yeah, Megsy looks like she's a robot or an entity in a meat suit trying to emulate humanity. She really, really does. She's so awkward. Brian Wilson of, oh, that's sad. I'm sorry about Brian Wilson. I don't really know the Beach Boys too much, but that I know they are. That's sad. Bless him. How old was he? He must have been in his 80s or his 90s. Not that that makes it any less okay, but at least he's had a good innings, you know. Yeah, she comes across as with hellish fate. 82. Oh, that's okay. That's a good life. I think a bit longer would be required. People think like 82 used to be really old. Now 82 is just like, you know, people are living up to 100 now. It's just like, it's not. Ever since the cut front page, her eyes are just evil. Yeah, she's not nice. When there's a picture of her when she's coming out of St. George's Chapel on the wedding day, and it's almost, you can see her just like drinking in the scene, and she's got this look in her eye, and it's sheer devilment. It is sheer devilment. Yeah, that's exactly it, Lottie. Dead shark eyes. Pretty much. Not when you're getting closer to it. They are really weird eyes. I wouldn't even like, people compare it. I've seen them comparing them to Manson. I would, I don't know. I think there's a similarity there for sure, but there's a difference as well, and I'm trying to articulate the difference. I can't. I'll get back to you on it. But it's not. It's not letting either of them off the hook for being terrible humans. By the way, it's just I can't articulate the differences. That there is a difference there as well. I can't remember what it is. Oh my goodness! Before I move on to hotels, have you seen the McCann case in Germany at the moment? So they've got this guy called Bruckheimer. I'm not too sure what his first name is. He's blonde with floppy hair. I saw somebody blonde with floppy hair, right? Can you remember when I did that Madeline reading years ago? And there was something about a father, and he said, and it struck me because he said, this is how the German police have got him, because he kind of like half confessed to somebody at a festival or something. So this Bruckheimer guy, the guy had said, how could somebody just take a kid and them not scream? And this Bruckheimer guy had turned around to the guy and said, she didn't scream at all. And then he kind of caught himself and ran away, basically. And I think because he's got the same shade of hair as Maddie's father and same height, same kind of age range and all that, in the twilight, in the dark, you're a 3-year-old, I think she just thought it was dad. I know that sounds horrible, but Christian Bruckheimer, he's horrible. Now, his eyes, there's pictures, some of the pictures of his eyes, he is just like literally, I'm like, yeah. 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 Anyway. So they've got till September to see if they can stop him. I wrote down in paper years ago what I saw. I described him and where he was from. Yeah. He's really a piece of work. And even if they don't get him for what happens in Portugal with Maddie, like the stuff that's came out about him, I'm like, dude, this guy does not need to be around society. This guy is like, you know, he's a predator at the end of the day, in like the worst sense of the word. But because of the way the German press is and stuff, and the way the courts are, they can only try him once, so they have to keep it kind of hush. And then they've like, there's certain things about the trial that they'll let people know and not know and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I get that. They have found some clothes and bones, have they, Wendy? I think there needs to be closure, and there needs to be arrest in place for the little one. Really sorry. It's weird when you see people with soulless eyes, isn't it? It's just like there's nothing there. There's like a disconnect. Everyone, listen to Dan Wootton. He has some really good on Meghan's attitude bullying on his stewardess over the last few years. As she could listen to Dan Wootton after my live stream, Mia's mum. But yeah, listen to Dan Wootton. I don't think. Yeah, let's have a look. Shall we do the hotel? The hotel, Beigeifornia. Hotel spare rooms. Let's have a look. Hotel, Prince of Swords is in reverse. Okay, there's something about showing off. This is a grab. This is a reaction. She's been to a hotel. Like I said, I'm sure I said this in a reading. She's been to a hotel. She thinks she can run the hotel now because she's been a guest in a hotel and knows everything about hotels because she's just super clever. So she thinks she's now some hospitality guru because she's been to a bar and been to a cafe, you know? So this is a reaction. This is a pivot from the failure of the slime sludge stuff. Okay, we've got the Page of Cups in reverse crossing over. There's that Queen of Swords again. Ho, ho, ho. Right. She's got beef with somebody who is, I don't know how. Where's this card? What's this card? She's fallen out. 2 of Wands in reverse as well. Okay. Let me just say, she's got beef with somebody in the hospitality sector, like big beef. Like they don't get on. It's not a good look. It's not good. She's trying to come for somebody else's stuff. The Queen of Swords is in reverse. So this is a bit partly a tactic. And with the Knight of Swords in reverse, she's really rushed into this. Paris Hilton. What star sign is Paris Hilton? I wonder. It could be Paris Hilton, couldn't it? She could be. That would be cracking, wouldn't it? Let me just have a look and just see what star sign Paris Hilton is. Hang on, I'll just make sure Mr. Northy's not dead. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, she's Aquarius.
I haven't bought anything yet.
You haven't broken anything. Oh, that's good.
Merlin.
Oh.
It's not even out the box.
Oh.
You're sitting on it.
She's Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Paris Hilton and Meghan. Okay. Right. That tracks with some of the energies. Meghan doesn't get on with air signs. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Oh. Paris Hilton is an Aries. Paris Hilton. You can tell Paris Hilton's really Aries, isn't he? He's got a real Aries vibe about him, hasn't he? Everyone's saying hi. He's saying hello back. Yeah, like honestly, Paris Hilton is like really Aries energy. You might think it's weird, but like there's like people with like Aries energy. You've got people who are like Piers Morgan, Perez Hilton. There was another one that's a good example of like Aries is people like Nigel Farage. You know, they're kind of like in your face. If they're in the media, that's not for every Aries. I'm just saying. It's just, and it's a male Aries thing as well, I feel. Okay, so let's have a look before I get a load of people going, I'm Aries. I'm like, oh, it's not. It's just a comment on the media types who are Aries. I'm an Aries. Karen, my mum's actually a cusp between Aries and Taurus, but she identifies as Aries, even though she's technically a Taurus. I don't know why. Eight of Swords, getting out of a trap. Okay, so this whole moving on to the hospitality section, my darlings, this whole thing is to get out of a trap, get out of her own mess, I feel, because you've got the Eight of Swords there and it's a way to get out. This is a knee-jerk reaction. She's going to be something breathy and an ill-thought-out slogan. You know the drill by now. I'm announcing Meghan's caravan site. Oh, at Skegness. Oh, maybe she could do one in Benidorm. To be honest, I wouldn't inflict that anywhere. I mean, Blackpool needs a bit of rejuvenation. I think Cornwall's full. I'm just thinking of where you could. I love a good caravan holiday. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Skaggy, but thumb in hell. Oh, money making, financing. You guys, she's going to do it. This knee-jerk reaction. There's that 9 of Pentacles. She wants to be seen as a successful, accomplished businesswoman. Trailer park. Yeah. I'm not being. I've looked at like trailer parks in America because I was interested, and I was just like, you know, some of those homes are absolutely all right. Like I don't understand why people. I get that there'll be bad ones and things like that. But I don't even think Megsy could do her in a trailer park. We are full up in Cornwall, but wouldn't put past us seeing it's the Duchy of Cornwall and all. Yeah, Cornwall is so full, and you guys are going to have it so busy during the summer as well. I feel for you guys down there. I mean, we get it bad up in Northumberland, like some of the tourists. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate tourists coming up to the area, but our roads aren't windy and small and little. You know, there's like Northumberland has like more field kind of like straight lines, if you will. Cornwall definitely has more kind of curvy roads. If God help him, the boy is from an egg she had frozen. She looks like her side. People will never see. Okay, let me get back to Meghan's hotel. Okay, she's doing it. She's doing a knee-jerk reaction to get out of a situation, yeah, that she's got herself into with the whole thing about the, what do you call it? The scam jam, the Temu drop shipping thing, her rabbit food that she told people to sprinkle onto donuts. She got herself into a situation with that. So she needs to rebrand, right? So she's going into hospitality because, like, yeah, I've been to a cafe before. I know everything about hospitality. I've been on a yacht, you know. I stood on a submarine by Meghan's logic, right? I stood on a submarine once, like not by accident. It was like it was in the sometimes the Navy do like things where you can go when you're a kid, you know. And I stood on the submarine and I cried because my dad made me watch Das Boot. I was 6, right? Thanks, Dad. Imagine letting your 6-year-old kid watch Das Boot with you. Anyway, I put me on the submarine, right? But does that mean I'm an expert submariner? That's Megsy's logic. That is Megsy's logic. Florence, I can only imagine. My mum saw the own Pan Am flight was blown up in the 80s, and also the Advance shook her up for days. Oh, that terrible Pan Am. The Pan Am flight was terrible. It was just over the Scottish border there in Lockerbie. I've been to Lockerbie. Went there a few years ago, and we went into the churchyard that has the memorial. It was very somber. We went there. I think it had some war graves there too. We went up there. We were up in Dumfries and Galloway. That's a beautiful part of the country. Anyway, moving back on. 6 of Swords. She doesn't want to travel. She wants hospitality, but she doesn't want to travel. She wants to do hospitality from her own home. So is she going to be like inspiring hospitality? I've got a funny feeling she's going to do something along the lines of fail. It's going to be a mess. She's going to get caught up. She's going to throw money at it. She thinks it's going to be a money earner. She is going to fail at it. Let me have a look. Let's have a look. Harry and hospitality. He probably thinks hospitality is something to do with hospitals. But I don't need a brain scan. Let's have a look. The Page of Cups is in reverse. The Page of Cups is in reverse there as well. Okay. Mightn't be Paris Hilton. They've got beef with somebody in the hospitality sector. It might be someone to do with the Waleses. Do Catherine or William friends with anyone in the hospitality sector? Like, is the Duke of Westminster, does he own some hotels? Does somebody in William's circle or Catherine's circle own a lot of kind of like hotels and things like that? because they're really peeved up something here. They want to be like everything. The Ace of Swords is in reverse. This is bad, guys. They're going to go. Chelsea's new husband, is he? He's really feeling sorry for himself now. Right at this moment, he really is feeling sorry for himself. These cards to me for Harry with Meg's hospitality pipe dreams here, he doesn't think it's going to work. Is this the first actual thought that Harry has had that has been correct since 2012?
Meghan, I don't think you're going to hotel chain at Skegness is going to work.
He manages boutique hotels. Yeah, that's the kind of energy, Jen. It's the boutique hotels that they'll be coming for. Duke of Windsor also has in Paris. Andrew Dunn, a friend of William, who owns the luxury villas, has one on Mustique. Oh, here we go. And I'd put in there, I'd put all of that in there and Paris Hilton. Like, she can't stand looking at her peers and seeing if they are doing anything differently, you know? She can't accept what she's good at and what she's not good at. Are you all right, Leslie, darling? I've missed half the chat. I'm reading the cards. I hope you're okay. There's the King of Swords in reverse as well. They came out before. There's the Hermit in reverse. He's feeling very, very, very extensively sorry for himself. And the Ace of Cups, what's surrounding him there? The 10 of Cups is in reverse. Megsy is stark raving mad. At this minute in time, though, so is Harry. You've got the Ace of Cups in the upright, right? He just wants to kind of live in a state of bliss. Yeah. The 10 of Cups surrounding him, though, he can go inside and he can shut everything off. But that doesn't mean the world isn't still falling around your ears. That 10 of Cups in reverse, the further this goes on, and he cannot put the brakes on anything that's going to happen now. And it's been this way since, I feel, the Cut interview. There was this kind of fork in time in summer of 2020 where this could have not gone in this direction, where they could have just sodded off and quietly lived a life. But they can't because they're narcissists. So the 10 of Cups is in reverse there. Looked up Tom Bowers, Libra, Gemini. Very similar kind of energies, to be honest. The air sign men. There's his inheritance again. It is all about status for him. They are desperately to try and crank up the status. Harry actually thinks this is a bad idea. But Harry's not buying too much into it, to be honest with you. Oh, I know they've seen how much of Moneymaker. Yeah, that's a lot of money they're doing with those hotels, man. I saw a bit of that. I've been trying to avoid the news, but yeah, stuff that's going on here is wild, man. And stuff that's been allowed to go on here is wild. I don't know anywhere else that would allow it. Oh, okay. Saying we're talking about Harry self-medicating, let's have a little bit of a look at Harry self-medicating. How's he coping at the minute? It's full moon night. The ghost. Okay. His mother's talking to him again in his head. The magician. I'm telling you, man. He misremembers and has painted this whole thing up in his head, right? About his mother. That is almost its own entity itself. It's nothing like Diana's a completely separate entity. But the thing that is in his head and his energy, it's almost like an attachment to him. He's created this persona, this energy around him, this part of his imagination, this Diana energy. And because it's all made up, and because it's all from people's fractured conversations and bits of the press and fractured memories, it's not a true reflection. And it's part of the reason why he's so bitter, and another part of the reason why he's so absolutely insane. The magician here, well, you know, box of tricks has make yourself feel better, pop a magic pill. The delete button, he's going to want to delete some stuff. The problem is with Harry is he's put everything out there now. He's put it all out there to be picked apart. And the last thing you do when you're complaining about privacy is write an autobiography or do a tell-all interview. Oh, right, 2. Okay, final card for Harry's takeaways. I wonder if there's more to that story in London with the pizza. I wonder if we're going to get another Harry making an arse of himself with fast food story, or Harry being like trying to be a relatable bloke. But anyway, he is superficial, the house. We have got the Cupid being stamped on here. The Cupid being stamped on is his hopes, his dreams, his vision for his life is getting squished, right? He is gaslighting. Not only is he being gaslit by the people who are surrounding him, the yes men that he has surrounding him, but he's also especially by his wife and by his version of events as well. Things aren't always quite what they seem. Bomb. In the world of social climbing and power and importance, Harry is an attractive prospect to somebody who's probably just wanting to climb up the social ladder and get famous, you know? They mightn't care how they get famous. They just might want to get famous. I wouldn't be surprised if he, like, what do they call it again? Where a woman... blind. People have no taste. But yeah, he's going to get another Meghan Markle, basically. But she's going to be one that's going to try and get his nudes or something. He's mad, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Meghan set something like that up for him to get rid of him eventually. But I think people are trying now. Right. I've got to say, we do have a problem here in the UK, and it's not me. It's called Keir Starmer. If he's not gone by, I know I said the 4th of July, but if he's not gone by late July, early August, I'm getting a bit twitchy. I'm getting a lot twitchy. And it's not left or right. It's nothing like that. It's just because the man's a sponge. And I think there's one thing that universally unites the UK at the minute is that most people can't stand him. So I just want to have a quick look into Starmer, if you don't mind. There's a lot going on. He's had exploding back passages. He had a load of Ukrainian young men who looked like they were either, you know, gentlemen of the night, gentlemen of negotiable affection, or they were suppliers of some kind. Maybe they were even both. Starmer's a Virgo. How come everyone I read on is a Virgo? Honestly, I'm going to have a quick look at it. It's not going to be long because my voice is... Starmer being on grind. Yeah. Can you imagine, though? You're minding your own business. You're on a dating app. And that pops up. You'd be like, ah, no. They've got their own little apps, you know. They've got like the rich people and stuff. They have their own. They don't have what we have, darling. They've got this whole different layer of world behind everything. They think everyone's the same. No, we are just mass consumption. They have like things behind. You've got to ask and find out about it, you know. Yeah. Plebs. They think we don't know, but we do know, you know. It's just like, that sounds really cryptic. Let's have a look at Starmer. Starmer is a Virgo. What's going on with Starmer? Queen of Swords is in reverse. Oh dear. Maybe all the Queen of Swords in these cards are me. We're sick of that Aquarius woman raiding on us. We'll just keep showing the Queen of Swords in reverse because she's so angry. They don't like me. Well, I suppose that's fair enough, you know. I'm not too bothered. But that Queen of Swords in reverse, there's an issue with a woman. I forget what his wife, star sign his wife is. It could be a female politician around him as well, though. That Queen of Swords can relate to a political or judicial female figure. It also relates to Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And it also relates to can relate to some very dodgy strategy, very disruptive strategy. Starmer is in Canada. Do you want to keep him, guys? Canada, do you want one? Do you want a range of dumb princes over in Canada? Would you like to stay over in Canada? There's lots of land, lots of beautiful mousses, maple syrup, Canadians. You know, wildlife is amazing. Bigfoot and stuff. Go to Canada. Go to Canada, Kia. 2-tier. You'll love it there. What's crossing over? Temperance in reverse. Oh, you can't get things together, can you? Right, Queen of Pentacles and the star underneath. I'm going to have to get Googling. Right, let me have a look. So, it Mark Carney, innit? Prime Minister of Canada. What are you? You're a Pisces. All right, it's not you. Keir Starmer wife. She hasn't got a birth date. Oh, Sadiq Khan. He's an Aries. He's an Aries. Khan's an Aries. I'm sure he's an Aries. Watch him be a Taurus. I'll be like, I was wrong about that, but I'm sure he was. The star underneath. Okay. He's hopeful this is all going to go away, you know. Like the center of the thing, I think somebody is trying to fix it for him. There's somebody who's making this go away. Really big style. Queen of Pentacles there. It's like steady as the ship. Look how we're going. The 9 of Pentacles. This guy's all about the money. King of Cups is in reverse. Okay. 3 of Pentacles is in reverse. Strength cards. 4 of Cups. Page of Cups is in reverse. Something's going to happen with a water sign man and security. That's a wide berth, though. There's a lot of water sign men in government. It could be anything to a police officer who's outside number 10. It could be anything. It could be a member of cabinet. It could be, you know, somebody around him, but he's an earth sign man. The Three of Pentacles, things aren't working. We're going to get a show of strength from the outside. Like we are getting that at the minute with the ramping up of the military. We are going to be getting a lot more of this kind of British stiff upper lip, yet we are British, yet we are cuddly kind of energy. You know, he wants to take us there. The Page of Cups is in reverse there as well. There's going to be more stuff come out about this man, I'm telling you. I am telling you there's more stuff coming out about this man. This could be a spurned lover. This could be something happening to it with a spurned lover, a spurned person around him. That Knight card reminds you of Zorro. Da, da, da. Has Larry gone over the Rainbow Bridge? No. I hope not. I mean, Larry was getting on, bless him. Got to Google that now. Larry the cat. No, he's fine. Right. And now our cats have started to start up. He makes me think he wants to keep everyone in the Ukraine war. Yeah, there's going to be more scandal with the government with this guy. I don't see a lot of power around him, though, which is interesting. Yeah, Larry's fine. I've just checked his Twitter. Night, Elaine, darling. Have a good sleep. It's getting late, isn't it? Do you know what? I've talked so much, my voice is sore. My voice is. How are you getting on with the? How are you getting on with the DIY?
Frame's built.
The frame's built. What is it? It's a chair.
It's sim racing rig.
It's a chair. Just for.
It's a sim racing rig.
Oh.
It's for driving me nuts.
Who would they replace Starmer with? We were either going to get Yvette Cooper, who's just horrendous, or we're going to get Angela Rayner, who is also horrendous. We're getting David Lammy, who is really horrendous. Or the worst one is this guy who does the environment, and he's completely horrendous. And then there's this woman called Rachel from Accounts, and she is like the absolute worst. Yeah, I hope we get Larry for Prime Minister too. I mean, he can't do any worse than what's going on. If you haven't already seen it, her channel's grown massively. But I still follow this creator called Intel Lady, and she's got a channel, and she used to do like covers of some of the conspiracy people that used to be on YouTube. So this guy called Simon Parks, and he was like he's like this really random guy, and he told everybody he was like from MI6, and he was in touch with Q and all of this stuff, right? He was mad. And she used to take the mick out of him. And anyway, she started doing Angela Rayner now, and it's really, really funny. So if you want to have a laugh, go and have a look at Intel Lady. She does some really good skits. She's done a few Meghan Markle ones as well. So that's, if you want to go and have a look, I recommend her channel as well. And also if you can check out Allegedly Tarot and Wise Angel as well. I would appreciate that, guys. They're both good people. I'm trying to think. Yeah. But honestly, the reason I'm saying it is that Angela Rayner Intel Lady stuff is hilarious. She's really good. She's really funny. And they do Sadiq Khan as well. So, yeah, there's going to be another. Anyway, back to Starmer. Just a segue off somewhere. Gillian Billion. I'll check her out. I've heard the name, but I don't think I've seen her, but I will check her out. There is something. You like Vanessa Feltz's parodies? Oh, do you know Angela? Not Angela. Meghan Kelly did a really good one. We don't want Albanese. We've got Starmer. Albanese sounds like a sauce. Mark Kearney, it just sounds like, I don't know. But Starmer sounds like some type of, I need my Starmer. Sounds like some type of suppository or something, you know? Starmer brand. World's best suppositories. There's also a lady called the Duchess of Sus. Is that the lady who did, like, reenacted all the Spare stuff as well? All of these world leaders and stuff, man. I'm like, they're all a bunch of, all of them. Terrible. Meghan Kelly and Callahan are a huge together. Yeah. Mr. Northey is currently fighting with Merlin, who is now requisitioned a box, and he's not getting out of the box. And Mr. Northey needs to be in the box because there's things in the box. There's a whole drama unfolding behind me right now. Lord Homer is another problem. They hate the monarchy. Yeah. He wants some treats. Anyway. Mercenary. Okay, so right, we've done Starmer and stuff. We've done all of that. My voice is I've taught so much. My voice is going. Right. I know, but I need to reserve some to nag you after the live stream. Yeah, that's it. So what we're gonna do. So tomorrow I'll probably have a recorded reading up. It's tomorrow Thursday. Is tomorrow Thursday or not? So there's either going to be recorded reading or nothing. Friday is a members only live stream. So we're going to do a members only live stream on Friday. On Saturday there might be a live or some recorded readings, but there will be another live stream over the weekend, maybe sometime. So yeah. Today is Thursday. For you, Florence. For you in the future, Florence. It's Wednesday here. It's hump day here. Look at you, a whole day ahead showing off. Okay, we can do that. We can have a look. So thank you so much for all the support, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you guys a lot. Sorry about the background drama. Lots of love to everybody in chat. Lots of blessings. Enjoy your full moon night as well, guys. Lots of love to all of you. Enjoy the rest of your days, guys. But have a good one. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys. Bye.